Hello, world. It's Steve from Jolly Ramey here for you. And this is, in fact, the Jolly Ramey podcast.
Here for you.
Oh, I got myself
And this is, in
another
fact,
screen.
the Jolly.
Yeah, okay. I wanted to see if it's actually working. So, as you know, my name is Steve. Well, I just said I'm Steve, and I'm from Jolly Ramey, and let's show a little video as we wait for Maddie to arrive. We also are professional cat sitters. I'm cat sitting, and Maddie is cat sitting. We're waiting for Maddie.
1, 2, 3,
4. Well, the world is a box of love. This was Jolly Ramey's very first video, I think. I was wondering if it was Trouble or Box of Love, but I think it was Box of Love. That was the first. It was shot for a Valentine's Day video that not only had Jolly Ramey starring in it, but also had RuPaul, a Valentine's video with RuPaul, because our friend Skinny Vinny was friends with RuPaul. This is before RuPaul was like RuPaul. So that was the origin and the start. Maddie and I had been in Mexico, and that's how we learned to play together, learned to play our songs together. And so when we came back from Mexico, we started playing together more in America. And we met Layla. And Layla was our bass player. You saw Layla there. And Dave Rubens and Layla Haddad, who were our bandmates for the first band version of Jolly Ramey. So that's what that was, and that's how we got in that video. So today we're going to be discussing LCD. That's the intention, to talk about lowest common denominator. Maddie, just got a text from Maddie, says she's restarting her machine or something like that. So we're eagerly awaiting Maddie, because clearly I need someone to bounce off of. I have another podcast, but yeah. So yeah, we have. I'm where I'm cat sitting is in Upper Manhattan, and in the very top of Manhattan, in Inwood, actually. And I found this copy of LCD here. Beautiful glossy paper. And I picked it up, and I really liked it. I really liked having something so real and paper in my hand. So I thought, we should talk about LCD, the WFMU program guide, on this episode. So I suggested it to Maddie, and she said, yeah. She she was down in my apartment just now, or I rent a room from someone on 10th Street. And since I have to cat sit up here, and my roommate wanted to go away, well, then Maddie goes over and has been feeding our lovely kitty that we have over there. So I'm going back on Tuesday, and everything will be back to normal. But Maddie's enjoying the cat sitting life. She should be coming in presently. Maddie, where are you? Where are you? Maddie at the stage. Hello, hello. Can I hear you?
I can hear you.
Oh, I can hear you. Oh, I'm so much bigger and you're so littler. I have power. Oh, there we go. Now we're equals.
I wouldn't say that.
So you missed Box of Love.
Oh, good. So we got them kind of tempted to. I don't even know who's here.
I played Box of Love, yeah.
Good choice.
Because you can upload videos in here and play videos.
I was thinking my hair might need redoing.
Repainting?
Yeah.
Kitty just hit my computer. Oh, there's a cattail.
Oh,
There goes the lamp. Okay. I'm wrecking this place.
I wouldn't say it's you. That's how cats are.
Oh my God. Well, the younger, the messier they are.
Yeah. And then you're sad when you're secretly happy.
I didn't hear what you just said.
Older dogs and cats, you're sort of sad when they slow down, but you're also kind of happy because it's much more peaceful.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's, yeah. Babies are mammals are horrifying.
Right.
They have no boundaries.
They'll just sit on anyone's lap
and wreck anything that seems wreckable. That's like, oh, what's this?
So how old is the cat that you're sitting with?
Well, these are young. You see, this is the second generation. When I've been doing this particular place for several years. This couple who have 2 kitties. They've always had 2 kitties, but they had 2 other kitties, and then one of them died. And then one of these kitties was brought in, and that was not good. Like, because the kitty that I adored was left after the one that died. So the kitty that I adored, Fizzy was her name. She was very soft and cuddly. Yeah. So there was Fizzy. So then Fizzy was not having the new cat. Hissing all the time, blah, 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 blah. So, you know, sometime later, I don't know how long it was, but Fizzy had a heart attack and died. So I'm like, okay, now I've forgiven this other cat for murdering Fizzy with his very presence. But so that's the saga. 2 new, then there's a new cat when the other, 2 new cats.
The lady that I'm cat sitting now, it's what was I gonna say? Nothing. Something about the cat, but no, I mean,
She has a cat. The lady has a cat.
yeah. And the more attached I get to this cat, I could feel the hypnotism going on, where the cat is convincing me to never leave.
Uh-huh. There's a pink nose. You said you didn't care for the feature of the pink nose.
Yeah, but it goes with the tuxedo.
Okay.
You know, the name for the little pads on cat's paws is they're called beans.
Beans.
Somebody calls them beans.
So we were going to talk about WFMU.
Yeah, WFMU got me out of hell in the 70s because I didn't, my mom was listening to country, which was fine.
Uh-huh.
My sister was listening to like the Bay City Rollers and Boston.
Oh.
Luckily, she bought one Yes record, but how lucky is that? Then, because I was on the west side, I found WFMU, and that was a game changer. And I would.
And what year would you say that was, or how old were you when you came upon WFMU? Do you know?
1978.
1978.
Yeah, because before that, I was listening to SOU, FDU. There was other college stations that were pretty good. They would come up with something good, but I never looked back once I hit FMU. And then when I moved to the east side and we didn't have radio here, we didn't get that station.
Right.
Man, those were some lean years. And then the internet happened.
Yeah.
And, so. But also I met some really significant people just through that whole scene.
Right.
Lifelong friends. And I remember there was one Chris Sock, let me not get names wrong. Chris took me to see, let's not just go through my memory. I should have my story together.
Yeah, well, feel free to make up new stories. It doesn't matter.
No, this is a true story. Chris took me to Ken's house, and Ken was on the fence from leaving FMU to go work at Channel 13.
Station manager Ken?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I feel like I was kind of the turnkey, or the what's the word for the turning point?
Uh-huh.
When I said, look, you can make it work at FMU. The only problem is money.
Yeah.
Everyone's on your side. The listeners are on your side. The musicians are on your side. The nightclubs are on your side. Everybody is on your side.
So you sold him on friendship and poverty.
But not poverty. I said, all that's in between is the money. You're the money man. You got to just get the money.
But if he went to Channel 13 or whatever, he could have gone to MSNBC.
That's no good life. There's a reason he wound up at FMU, and the reason the FMU needs him. I mean, when he went up in that balloon, It was like 18 degrees out. He went up in a balloon in an armchair thing.
Well,
I don't need any more proof of dedication from any individual. Put their life at risk.
so then really FMU helped form who you were. How old were you, did you say, when you started listening to it?
I was 14, and I started.
14.
Yeah, I started calling to the station and requesting songs
Wow.
from Bill Kelly,
Uh-huh.
and he played that. Oh, he played at least one.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Bob Brainin was DJ then too. Like that was way back. But Taylor Fields and Bob Brainin have given me so many hours of pleasure. It's like I would have married them.
Well, that's great.
But I didn't need to.
Because they were there.
Streaming.
Available in a better form. They're in their best form. I mean, you know, if you married them, you'd have to, you know, deal with them cranky in the morning and so forth.
Mainly, I'd have to deal with what they like to eat and how much of it they ate,
Ugh.
and then the dishes. So, I mean, it's somewhat. If I could have married someone who just really enjoyed doing dishes and wasn't mad at me and all OCD all the time,
Right.
I'm gonna put my cam off for a second because I'm gonna change my shirt.
You're going to take your camera off?
Yeah, and change my shirt.
All righty.
But I'm still here.
Maddie's changing his shirt. And I put the LCD
Yeah, I recognize the
on the screen.
I recognize the illustrator.
Yeah. Who is the illustrator?
Well, I don't recognize my ability to remember things.
It must say here. Let's see.
Mary Fleener? No. Yeah, Mary Fleener. I was right.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh. Hail Mary.
Yeah. It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
I have it here. And I made a little film.
Oh, you did. You did.
Of it, just so we'll, you know, because it's hard to show things on cameras. I've noticed that, you know, it's hard to show printed material on screens.
Yeah.
So, are you cold?
No, I'm trying to make my background less chaotic.
Oh. Well,
Good luck with that.
yeah. So here's the inside. Let's start with the beginning. So here's the LCD. It's just a beautiful, beautiful object, LCD 28 here. Lovely full color illustrations and paint. Now, what you like, we were talking about how, you know, listening to WFMU and getting content and you know, it's this particular issue deals with things of old technology. Like most of the articles are about older technology and yeah, cassettes and different sorts of machines and so yeah, I read kind of through half of it last night, and so you can see it's a beautiful piece. And you out there, viewers, you know, you can get one of these for yourself or the new editions. I think they're coming out every, you know, every. Well, I think every time the season the article about the cassette place in Iraq was kind of interesting. It goes to this goes to this Kurdish guy in Iraq who has this, you know, like the last cassette store in the world and has all these cassette stuff there.
Aw, I love him.
So it's you know, I just sort of made that little video and It's beautiful.
I can also say to Ken Freeman, you also have all the cartoonists on your side. You know,
Oh yeah.
all the artwork that's gone into that.
This is also available digitally online. This is a funny thing there. That's like the ads.
Who did that one? The one, the last, that one.
The last image.
Yeah,
Who did it?
not the back cover yet.
I don't know. Let me see. It looks very Kazish to me in a way.
Yeah, but it doesn't
Uh,
get the ad spot.
Crabe.
Okay. Well, somebody very talented and new then. I mean, new to me, new to me.
Can you see the signature?
So
Yeah.
I think everything changed with us when we met Layla.
Indeed.
And that was because I went to a Fantagraphics party, I'm pretty sure. How did that happen?
How you met Layla?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just remember you came up with Layla somehow, or I don't know if she heard us from the radio. I
Edie,
always thought she heard us from the radio somehow, and
Edie took me to the cartoonist party because she was dating Mike McPadden at that time. So we went to, it was like Snake something, Fantagraphics, right?
uh-huh.
Layla there, and I just asked her if she wanted to be in my band. But little did I know that she was an FMU DJ, so that worked out really well.
Yeah. I mean, if you
Parties, and then there's that little movie that had little snippets of us when we were like babies
right.
at the
No,
party.
if you're gonna start a band, like get somebody like, I don't know, Ed Sullivan to play your drums, It's just somebody connected.
Yeah.
It's like if you're starting up again, it's like, okay, how many Instagram followers do you have?
Oh, I never
See if
thought.
we'll have you in our band.
Hmm. Well,
So
or we just try to get guest gigs on other people's records where we just sing one of their songs and we don't have to deal with any of the expense. Just make an appearance.
what was the first show that we appeared live on WFMU?
Ah, we were terrible, weren't we?
Hmm?
Was it Bill Berger? Probably.
I don't think it was. No.
Bolger,
No.
Irene Trudell.
I think it was the Communist. There was another guy called the Communist, I believe. There's Doggy. Hi. And yeah, I think it was. I think that's what he called himself, the Communist.
Oh man, what a long.
Does that ring a bell?
Yes, but I don't remember. I must have been pretty nervous.
Well, it was a long time ago, for Christ's sake. It was like 40 years ago. So,
We went out to the old Uppsala College, that old building that was in the middle of the terrible neighborhood, and
yeah, they weren't even in the house then. They were still in they were in the basement, somewhere in some one building in Uppsala College. Yeah. Then they were in the house later. I don't even remember if we played when they were in the house. I think we were kind of out of dormant during that period. But yeah, they were still in the school building at that point, right?
I remember going to the staff kitchen and making some, I don't know, coffee, or I did something in the kitchen. So I had access to the house, even if we were recording in the basement.
Or else they had some stuff like that there in the on in their sector, and they're they had a nice little it was WFMU. it was just not in a private place. They had their own sector. Anyway, so I think that was the first show, and then it was Burger, and did we do a Folger show?
I don't think so, no.
No.
But at one point I was a guest on Layla's show, and all I wanted to do was play my new Dickies record.
Ah.
And I was just so into it. It ruined the show pretty much. I was like, listen to this track.
And so she let you play it.
She was good, but it's not her. She has a very defined musical universe, as we all do, maybe. And I just took over. It was,
Yeah.
my enthusiasm was not very considerate of her or her audience. So,
Well, you've always been a dynamic individual, Maddie, and you were even more dynamic in your ute.
I don't think so.
Well, you had a little different kind of energy.
I work in the shadows.
Well, it's like we were talking about the cats. You're more prone to flail around, destroy shit when you're young.
Oh, that's true. Broken hearts.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
But no, yeah. Now, if like me, you really like patterns, you enjoy pattern, but also patterns of personalities, what people tend to do, and what even greater society tends to do. I'd like to work some of those bigger levers.
Bigger levers.
Bigger levers, not just making some teenager love your song and want to jump around to it.
What do you want to do?
Make money.
If I ruled the world, do you think money makes people happy, Maddie?
Well, I gotta say, my new thing is that I need younger friends so they can help me move my furniture.
Yeah, I've solved that by having no furniture. If you have nothing to move, you don't need the friends. So.
Ow, to move the furniture. Ow. I actually got rid of a coffee table just now.
Oh, great.
Yeah. But so I decided I needed younger friends. So I decided, let me start a tennis organization.
A tennis organization? Anyone for tennis?
Well, the outfits are cute.
Yeah.
The outfits are very...
So your tennis club. So you get together and play and organize.
Would it be tenants for tennis or tennis?
You have two ways of bonding there.
Would it be, but do we call it tenants for tennis or tennis for tenants?
I don't know.
I'm working on this as we speak.
Some of them will probably, if the older ones might have tinnitus. So I was not shaving. Yeah, I'm an art model.
You're grizzly.
Viewers. Yeah. So I thought I'd show up with a different look, but I think they like the skull. I present the skull with very little meat. But anyway, I thought I'd take this break. I have a little break from work now. And I thought, well, I'll come back with this new look, with this some hair in my head a little bit, And it didn't last. I don't like the. I think I'm body dysmorphic. I don't like having the hairy face. I don't know if it means that I'm a woman. I feel like the hairy face is wrong. I know so many men are proud of the bulk that they can grow there. I don't like it. So
maybe you're underendowed in that department.
Well, excuse me. Let me show you. Oh, here's the the latest WFMU shirt. I wore it for our little WFMU episode here.
Yeah, I mean, if this ever goes live or if anyone ever watches it, like, would you like to hear more recorded Jolly Ramey tunes?
Yeah.
Okay.
What would you, if there's anyone who wants to, oh, we have a chat. Is there anyone in the chat? We have one person watching, I think, somewhere.
It could
So
be me.
I did put it on, huh?
It could be me.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm watching too. So then that makes up the two. So we're set. We're having a private thing here that's also on YouTube.
Questioning their math now.
Huh?
If they say one person is watching, what about the other one? One
Yeah.
plus one is two, or anyway. My garden is having the big fundraiser.
Oh, today?
Well, it was rained out yesterday.
Did it rain yesterday? It was a little rainy. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Eh,
So it was rained out the week before, and it was rained out yesterday, and now we're gonna go for it today.
yeah, but you know,
Seems like a good day, actually.
it's fine. I just have so many groceries to chop because I was going to make this gigantic salad,
Yeah.
and I just have absolutely no interest in any of that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be a nice salad, but I'd rather just like heat up some toast or make an egg or not deal.
I think what you do is you take the first vegetable
Yeah.
and you begin with that first chop. Don't think of all the chops.
Ah,
Only think of that first chop. And if I can get through this first chop, I've succeeded. Then you'll find it's so satisfying to make that first chop. You might want to make another chop. You might not be able to inhibit yourself from chopping anew on another.
I understand. They're either going to get an onion salad, a jalapeno salad, a fennel salad, an avocado salad, or a celery salad.
All of them sound terrific. So you ought to do it. That's what I say.
Yeah, I mean, if only to feed myself.
I think Terry Folger was really my best personal friend of that crowd. He was kind of an odd boy, as I am. I mean, they're all odd boys, but for some reason, Folger and I kind of clicked for a while there. I don't know if you remember that.
He did us the best honor any artist could do another is he rewrote all the lyrics to one of my songs.
Right.
And like it was just so much better. Hoisted the piano onto my back.
Maybe it don't hold me back. Right. Yeah, damn.
It would be nice if we were, maybe if this ever gets to YouTube, we can put links to, or put, I don't know where that song's available. I know I have it on MP3.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I have it or not, but yeah, if you want to look it up, you can look it up, and maybe we can do something with it.
Well, I mean, as like if this is going to be like our little Sunday ritual, wherever it goes,
Mm-hmm.
it would be fun to have like, like there's all that filmage that we didn't have time to do, but just of us being young punks at the FMU fundraiser.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that. Like this show is about FMU. So with this kind of timing where we're meeting next week, you can't get everything like that. Like I can't go through all my books and find my old FMU LCDs editions, but I probably kept most of them because
Oh, uh-huh.
they're terrific.
Right. No, well, that's the problem with this looking back. Sometimes you have too much other stuff you have to get through to get to the stuff you're looking for as well. It's like, oh, I didn't really particularly want to see this.
Right. And like some people know from the get-go that they are librarians of, they curate their own collection, whether it be records, cassettes, I mean, I was always the type to keep things, but keep it disorganized so I couldn't find it. And you were always the type to say, well, guess I can't carry this shit around with me anymore. So stuff stuff gets lost, and it doesn't matter whether I'm hoarding it and can't find it, or you've definitely gotten rid of it and won't find. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah. Well, this brings up a story that I don't want to get into.
not right now.
No,
Is it about me?
no, it's about Long Island.
Yeah.
Some of my stuff did not come back from Long Island, so that's what I mean.
Well, maybe it's in safe hands.
Maybe.
The thing is that as you go through life, you start out with nothing. You got your toys, your shoes, your mom. You got nothing. You got your lunchbox, maybe. You know what I mean? Then you start accumulating books and records, and your teens start getting more kind of picky about your clothing. Maybe you need some makeup. Maybe you need some condoms, And then you're getting whole bedroom suites and stereo systems
Makeup and condoms. That's my typical Saturday night. How did you know?
and maybe, well,
Hey, look, I got rid of that background. I was trying to get rid of the background that I was getting on the fuzzy sort of sky looking thing.
right.
And I couldn't remove it with Chrome. So what I did, I got Opera.
Okay. I used to have
In Opera, it still operates. StreamYard does not operate in Safari, but it does operate in Opera. So in Opera, I found that I could remove the background. So that's the story.
good
More success with Opera than Chrome for me.
good tip. Good tip. I haven't needed Opera since I got a newer computer,
Hmm.
but good to know. And even just if you like to play games like I like to play Times games. If you have two browsers, you can play two games.
Right.
So I'll do Tiles in Firefox, and I'll do Tiles in Chrome.
So I'm not sure if if the business chat here. I'm not sure if StreamYard allows us to have a guest, if we can have yet another person or not. So we'll have to check that out.
I mean,
The free version does just what we're doing here. And then to get the paid version, it's expensive. It's like $35 a month. So
wow.
I was just looking at some alternatives. So I might send you to an alternative sometime in the week. You could look at that.
Yeah, we can do trials all over.
There's another one that's a lot like the interface is a lot the same, so it's not a lot of learning. So anyway, we can try.
What's wrong with Zoom?
I don't know I don't know if Zoom streams to places.
Well, you can record them though.
Yeah, well then it's not live anymore.
And what about just straight to YouTube?
I don't know if we can both be on the screen like that from different places.
Oh, we'll try our different thing.
Yeah, we can see if it has that kind of studio.
Right
setting.
away, I saw that we were in the free trial of the StreamYard, and I was wary already that it wasn't just a free service.
Right.
There's
So
another.
I'm trying something now. Is my vocal in sync?
Yeah, perfect.
It is.
Yeah, it's good.
Great, because that image is from my my iPhone.
Interesting.
not connected to anything.
Wait,
This is going.
how do I do that too?
You go to your cameras
Okay. Go to video.
or your settings.
Oh, go to settings.
Yeah,
Okay.
not on your camera, on screen on StreamYard. Not on your phone.
Okay. So settings on StreamYard.
Yeah, camera,
Uh-huh.
and then you hit the camera and see if you can change to a different camera.
Oh, okay. All right.
Did your iPhone pop up?
Not yet. No.
Okay, well maybe you don't have that. Yeah, I have newer stuff,
Right.
so
Oh, while I'm here, I can change my virtual background. Nah, I don't want to get stuck like you did in the clouds.
yeah. So another thing about WFMU is they still present Dave Emery. Did you ever listen to Dave Emery?
Oh yeah.
Well, I still listen to Dave Emery, and they don't present him on the air. They present him in a podcast. So they present his show that still is on the air in California as a podcast, and he's like, he's like a couple of years older than me, I think, and he had a stroke, and he sounds all different.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's still doing it though.
he's still doing it. Yeah,
What
for
else
like
is he supposed to do? You know, I didn't quit.
45 years.
I'm still doing it. I showed
Yeah.
up. Podcast.
Yeah, I bought all of his archives in a hard drive, in a little mini drive. So I have all the Dave Emery shows. So
You've always supported the arts, Stevie. Oh, you always.
to a degree.
No, come on. You weren't like the money bags.
The fucking arts support me, don't they?
The arts support you.
They certainly do.
And I think that my artistic background has gone a long way in giving me cachet with my peer group where they feel like supporting me.
Yeah. People like the artists. They let you be a little loopy too. You're supposed to be special.
What choice do they have? I'm special.
Yeah.
So bean salad. Maybe I should start by just opening the cans of beans.
That you open the cans and you pour them in the bowl and you almost got it. All you need is a couple spices.
You know what? I'm tempted to bring them plain beans. I hate those.
Yeah. It's like, no, this is for the Trump era. You know where salt comes from? It has to be imported. Salt's going to get expensive. Now we're going to have to learn to eat without seasoning. These are the hard times, folks.
Oh, come on. How many times do you have to talk me down off of a prepper mindset? We're going to be okay. We're in Manhattan.
We're going to be okay. We're in Manhattan. Nothing can stop us. Nothing can hurt us.
Really, either we're going to get bombed or we'll have plenty of groceries. It'll be okay.
I like to be in the center of whatever. I don't want to be a survivor out there somewhere. I mean, if we're talking about that sort of thing, going to get bombed, I want to be where the bomb hits, not like where all the people are being running from the bomb.
No,
where I live.
I'd rather be in a bunker in Michigan because Michigan has all the good water right around it.
Yeah, except for Flint.
To get bombed. So I thought this through.
Bombed in Michigan. So I think we have talked a little bit about WFMU and the program guide. I'll put a link to this video in case anybody. Actually, we had like 27 people or something watch our first podcast video from last week.
Really?
Yeah. watch the recording, whatever, watch it on YouTube.
Well, 2 of those was me.
Okay, well, anyway, there are some people that might watch it later, so I'll put the link to how you can get your own LCD and WFMU, and we're pleased that you've tuned in to us.
We are honored.
Yeah, you got anything else today, Maddie?
I think 46 minutes is good.
46 minutes, is that how long it's been?
Well, I was a little late, but I mean, I think we should sort of know how long we're going to go before we jump in, because
God, has been like 46 minutes. Okay, yeah, I lost track of time there. I was so interested in myself and what I was saying, what you were saying, that I completely lost track of time. Our viewers are going to be mesmerized by our chatter and lose track of. I hope they don't forget to eat. Please don't forget to eat, folks. Eat and breathe and drink plenty of water. It's summertime in the north.
eggs, some toast, some yogurt. What do you got in the
Toast and yogurt. Go to, what you want? You want today to revitalize. If you're in Manhattan, you go to the 12th Street Garden, East 12th Street, between A and B, and you get yourself some of that bean salad. It's on the way. Maddie has promised bean salad, which might have seasoning in it. Bring your own salt just in case. So.
How could I not have seen that coming? Oh God, you're so funny. Thank you, Stevie. You're the best.
So you want to?
You always manage to make a joke at the end of a conversation about something earlier. Like, it's like the seeds have been planted, and then you just reap the rewards at the end.
It's structure. You start with the joke and you finish with the joke. There you. Hi, doggy.
Yeah, but me talking about bean salad, I mean, you just ran with it.
Yeah.
I expect that.
Be a human being. Being there.
Oh,
All right.
Cat's paws have the beans. We discussed the cat's paws also.
So are we finished?
I think we're done, dear. I can talk to you later.
And we'll be back next week at 10. I'll still be cat sitting next week, but in Brooklyn. So maybe you will be too. I don't know. So
maybe I'll figure out how to StreamYard through my phone.
There you go. I think you can do that actually. Yeah.
All right. I'll talk to you soon, babe.
Bye-bye.